Oh shit.
He's a great producer. That's
Yeah.
not saying you're alive.
Yeah, that'd be interesting.
No, you're not live. I wouldn't do that to you.
Real talk, Sanders. Find me this Q&A thing.
It was like 3 days ago.
I found it.
I'd say it couldn't be
But
that
now
far.
that you're up, come sit over here with us. I'm serious. Come on. You're reading
I
them.
don't want to. Okay, I'll read them, but I won't.
Yeah, that's fine. Read them from there. That's
Yeah.
fine.
Yeah.
Oh god! When you said stop reading them or whatever, I stopped looking at the comments or whatever. So
Don't finish line.
I'll say I'm hoping that was worth.
I'm not gonna lie, pretty much every one of them was towards you.
About Scarlet.
Yeah, there's
I
no
saw
there's
one
no
about
Z story
Scarlet.
there.
I'm just here for moral support.
Oh!
So close.
Jack.
Okay.
We'll call this shoot your shot. Wah, wah, wah.
Bet. Park before and shoot your shot.
I mean, that's pretty accurate. It's Q&A.
LCH
I mean, a
Q&A.
Q&A is a Q&A, right? It's
Right.
just shooting your shot. So.
Sponsored by Croc.
Yeah.
All right,
Crocs.
Are we live?
Are we
Yeah.
going?
Now we're on.
Is it game time?
Let's do an intro. Like, what's
Oh,
up, guys?
shit.
How's everyone doing? Like, we're ready for the Q&A. Sanders is back there. He's gonna be reading us our questions, and we're gonna try and answer them our best.
I guess that was our intro.
There you go.
Perfect.
The first one's from your mother.
Oh boy.
When will she be seeing your handsome face again?
Oh, I mean, that's easy. Like 6-8 weeks.
Get in line.
Next we have Justin. What's been the biggest accomplishment in this journey for each of you so far?
Justin who?
Bentley.
Ooh, Jubin.
Good old Jubin.
Biggest accomplishment? I would think overcoming adversity would be the biggest accomplishment. We just recently had to overcome some pretty serious adversity that cost us a lot of time, a lot of energy, a lot of money, a lot of effort. And I think the fact that we persevered and overcame and succeeded in making the customer happy and getting the job done, I feel like that's our biggest accomplishment. I'm sure we've had other things that were maybe greater in quantification for other purposes, but to me, I feel like that's the biggest thing so far.
For me, the biggest accomplishment, I think, is the friendships and family we've kind of created starting this whole thing.
Sure.
It all started as just being friends, and when those things happen, it really showed who your true friends were, who your family is, sticking through it even when it was horrible and no one wanted to do it anymore. I think that's why we're still here,
For sure.
how we are right now.
Okay. Next we have, if you had to pick another platform to specialize in besides Mustangs, what would it be?
F1
Beamers! Totally!
If we had to pick,
I mean, I guess for the sake of being accessible right now, I would say BMWs because it's right here in our possession. But I'm not even gonna want to work. I'm just gonna take them over to
Tuning
Dynamics and leave them with Jordan and
shameless
Andrew.
plug, Sanders edit their info right here.
Yeah.
Bet.
Perfect.
I don't know. I didn't mind the 180, the 240. Like I didn't mind that. I mean, it seemed like that would have been a really easy platform for us to learn on and grow in. But the problem with that is I think it's like there's no cutting. Like everything's already been done, right? Like there's no cutting edge. At least here, this is new technology and stuff. So I don't know. Maybe like I think maybe like the transverse EcoBoost stuff. Focus, Fiesta.
Still Ford.
For me, I think maybe that would have been something cool to get more.
Maybe Hellcats or something like
Ooh,
Dodge,
yes, I didn't
Dodge
think-
platform.
I mean, we have been digging on the Chargers.
Yeah, we do a lot of them.
Yeah, so maybe,
And like the Durango SRTs and Jeeps, like there's a whole bunch of different stuff.
they have stuff. I mean, look, it's not Mopar or no car.
Yeah.
Let's be
There's
real.
Mopar and like Ford.
Yeah, there's Mopar and like a lot of other stuff, but I could definitely mess with some Dodge high end stuff. SRT8, RT, Scatback. That one.
We got one right there.
That's right.
The rental.
Put some nitrous on it.
I do own a nitrous kit,
FL2K nitrous and rental.
Right.
All right, next is from Dewey. He said, if you could pick the S550 platform all over, would you? And if you knew someone that is hesitant to go all in on modding, what would your advice be?
So would I pick it to do all over again? Absolutely.
Yeah.
I love the S550 chassis. I've loved working on them, modding them, making them cool.
Not gonna lie, I still struggle to find a car that I enjoy as much as the EcoBoost. Since
Right.
It got totaled.
And that's hard.
Yeah.
You know?
I think it's because we're so familiar with the platform and like we know
So
how
comfortable.
capable it is. Like, yeah.
For sure. The second part of the question, not somebody who's scared, I guess.
Is it GT related or?
I mean,
Eco
yeah,
related?
because that's two different conversations, right?
Because if you're going balls to the wall on an Eco, like get a savings ready. But if you're going balls to the wall GT, like you're probably good for a little while.
Yeah, you're probably all right. Just buy some OPGs and a crank sprocket. A little
Well,
bit of
it's
fuel.
Dewey, so let's figure GT.
Okay, so yeah, I mean, I think
OPG crank sprocket and
just be safe with the stuff you're doing, and you're gonna probably be okay. You know, on the Coyote stuff. On the EcoBoost stuff,
if you're not trying to moon
Maybe
boost a
not.
Coyote, you'll be good.
right.
All right. Next is from Gavin, which is interesting. What are some tips if you switch from the Eco platform to a V6?
So if you were okay, so
Some
first,
tips. That's
I
because he
think-
has Eco, Gavin has Eco, and he's thinking about getting a V6.
right. So I think the first thing is you got to understand that in the pecking order as Ford delivered the cars is actually the V6 was the lowest man on the totem pole in the pecking order. The V6 was the entry base, even though it had 6 cylinders versus 4. It didn't have any premium options, and then at least the secondary option was the EcoBoost. It came in premium or base options, and then you had the GT, GT350s, and so on. So I think you need to understand that to go from the Eco to the V6, I wouldn't call it an upgrade right off the bat
Yeah.
necessarily. I think comparably, they're both able to be modified significantly and have a lot. But I think that just on a pure what Ford, like that's not necessarily an upgrade.
Yeah.
If you want to have the my-colored gauges or the touchscreen dash or the power seats or any of the creature comforts that come with like the premium package, I'm almost certain that even like the footwell LEDs don't come in the V6s right out the gate.
Pretty sure you have to add them.
So you have to add all that. So it just kind of
It depends what you want, because if
For
you're going
sure.
if you're going drag racing, like a V6 has a higher cap on it. If you throw a Pro Charger on it or something, you'll make way more power safely than a.
Yeah, I think
EcoBoost.
Marty's in the mid to upper 500s, if I'm not
Yeah.
mistaken. Stock sealed motor with just a drop-in pump and injectors.
Yeah.
To make that kind of power in an EcoBoost, you're a built motor and big turbo and stuff already as well. So I think again is exactly right. Is you got to decide what
You want out
the
of the
goals
car.
are out of the car.
Okay. Next from Ryan. What's the most annoying part install you've had to do? I think we all know what
Ryan
that
too.
is. Ryan McCain.
Oh,
Most annoying install we had to do.
was listening to him drive away from my house after no cats. Fully catless in that V6. No, shout out to Rai.
Most annoying? I don't think we had an annoying one, because like even like Josh King's car, where we
Right.
did it 17 times, like it was a learning experience. Like it was frustrating, but it wasn't annoying.
Oh man, I have so many that are annoying. I have
Go
so
for it.
many. Oh my god, the number 7mm bolt that's up in behind the fender on the
Wastegates.
front bumper.
Wastegates.
Wastegates, the T25 that's up in on the downpipe for the shield. Like the E-clip or whatever on the wastegates. Before when we used to do the wastegates manually, remember before we used the bike pump trick, how much of a nightmare it was to stretch the preload.
What else?
Let me think. What's the I think probably the worst install though, like what the worst thing was, if I had to guess. Let's see. Like a couple things are coming to mind. I'm thinking on Scarlet having to redo the trans. That was a mother effort. Ducky. Oh God, I'm not even.
We can't talk about
Yeah.
that one. That's for another video, but
Censored.
yeah.
Yeah. Well, that to that effect, if we were doing that here, that install would have hurt much less because we were driving 5 hours just to go and get our asses kicked.
Yeah.
So that made it pretty difficult. God, what the worst part?
Yeah, we'll have to edit this part.
No, yeah, like
Sure.
you do the Jeopardy thing,
We do too many to remember them all.
When people have rusted brakes,
Yes.
that's pretty harsh. But I don't know if that's the.
When spacers rust on.
Oh God, we had to cut those spacers off. Oh my God. What's the most annoying install?
We'll come back to that one.
All right. Josh, this next one for you. Why haven't you changed the plate on your car yet?
I'm lazy.
Troll.
You know, it would be a troll if it was super quiet or something, but I mean, with the long tubes and the X-Pipe from LTH, it is no longer quiet, so I can't even sneak it. It literally wasn't. I ordered a new plate when I got the car, and then that plate came home with me, and then I was waiting for the new plate, and it never showed up, and I'm calling the dealership, like, where's my plate? It's like, oh no, we just renewed your old one. Wah, wah, wah. So I had that on the wall already in the shop, and had to go and take it and put it back on the car. So it's on my list. I promise to fix it. I don't know what we're going to put on it. Maybe drop some suggestions.
Next one's for Zach. Why do you love Crocs?
Do I need to explain this?
Yes! For
Why?
everyone who has
They're
a sense
so
of style.
comfortable, and you don't have, like, you can do anything in them. Like, you can go ride four-wheelers, you can cut exhaust with angle grinders, you can carpet things, you can work on cars. Like, they're a great all-around shoe. Enough said. And they look cool. They look cooler than Parker's shoes right now. Like, check this out.
Pay less for life, my guy.
Yeah, see?
Pay less for life.
Nope, not gonna happen.
There you go.
There you go.
Oh, what, these garbage? I just wear whatever I can throw away at the end of the month.
Next is from Rosin. If you had the choice between a GT500 and a C8, what color would your Corvette be?
I'd go blue, the new Rapid Blue.
I hate the new C8. Oh my god.
So go with the GT. Why do you like the GT500 over the C8?
Because he bleeds blue.
I
what do you
bleed
mean?
for blue. Simple enough. Yeah, that's a short answer. I don't know. I've not yet hit my 40s, and I don't wear enough jean shorts, but soon.
Me, on the other hand, we're going for the Corvette.
Next is from Nikki. What semi-affordable mod for power would you recommend for a S197 to give it more boost?
Is it a
GT,
V6
V6?
GT? Where we at?
It looks like it's a GT.
I would say for a GT, if you have everything stock, I would say probably a custom tune would get you the most bang for the buck right out of the gate. If you're looking for something for a little bit of power, a little bit of sound, we would do like the UPR Cat Delete H-pipes section, because it's going to get rid of the cats and it's going to be high flowing, a little bit more power. But custom tune, Cat Delete.
E85.
Fuck Greta.
All right. Next one is from Tom. Which EcoBoost mod is essential to enjoying the car to its fullest potential?
Selling it and buying a GT.
Which
man.
EcoBoost mod?
Intercooler.
Intercooler.
100%. If you had to pick just one before any others,
Yeah,
it'd be intercooler.
for sure.
Because even on a factory tune, with a stock intercooler, the car's going to get so hot so quick if you're enjoying it to its fullest.
I mean, you can do a DIY blow-off valve.
Yeah, that's
mod.
free. I mean, we'll send you one. Holler at your boy. But my point is even in factory tune, that you're going to get the IETs are going to shoot up through the roof, right? IET2 is the charger temp. And it's going to start pulling timing. You do 3 or 4 pulls back to back, you're in some trouble. Now, with an intercooler, even on a factory tune, it's going to help you combat that issue and maybe stay off that timing pulling for a little bit longer period of time. So I think that's the first mod, for sure.
Next is from Chastity. Where do you get white taillights for 2019?
eBay.
Yeah, S550 euros on Instagram is selling them. And eBay has I don't remember the name of the brand that was on eBay, but eBay has them as well. They range in the like 500 to 550-ish range for the knockoffs.
For the smoked and clear.
For the smoked and clears, and then if you want OEM ones like the ones on the RTR, those are more like the 1,000 to 1,400-ish range, depending on where you get them.
Okay, next we have one from Aaron. Were Ross and Rachel on break?
That's all that means.
We were on a line! Pivot! How you doing?
Gerardo's asking how much a 92. Wow.
A 93 tune is?
Yes.
A 93 tune.
From who for a car? Gotta be more specific on that one.
Yeah, so, and that's, something we tell people is like, if you're going to come with us with any sort of question or inquiry about your vehicle, assuming that we know, even if we've worked on your car, quite honestly, assuming that we remember or know exactly what your car is or what your mods are, just help us and be as, specific as you can in your inquiry, because then we can help, right?
Instead of taking 7 messages to get to where I can answer.
Right. If you just send me a message, hey Josh, 2019 GT, NA, got an X-Pipe, custom tune, it's doing XYZ or whatever, that's way easier for me to reply right away.
Hey, can you help me with my problem?
Because here's what'll happen is Zach will read that and be like, hey, do you remember what car Joe had? And I'll be like, Joe,
Who's Joe?
Which Joe?
Yeah.
There's like a bunch of Joe. And then so Zach and I spend 8 minutes trying to think about it. And then I'm like, just tell them we need more info. And so we're like 12 minutes in and we still don't have the ability to answer the question. But to that regard, 93 tunes range anywhere, like, we get them for e-tunes as cheap as like $250 typically, on up to $450 depending on who the tuner is.
But then you got to buy your tuning device as well.
Yes, you have to buy your tuning device.
Okay, next one is really a question or whatever. Why do you have to live so far away? Why aren't you closer to Jacksonville?
Why aren't you closer to Port Richey?
Yeah.
Those are the questions.
Yeah. See, in a different universe, we may.
Which S550 do you prefer, Eco or GT?
I'll let you go first. I don't know.
We bleed Ford blue. There's our answer.
Yeah, right. Well, so I think I have this desire, this lust for the EcoBoost, even still, which is really bizarre because I have a really awesome GT. It's probably the fastest, most powerful car I've ever owned, and it's awesome on so many levels. I love it 1,000%. I just have this burning desire, this lust, to go build an ass-kicking 4-cylinder to break people's hearts.
I still struggle when I'm on Marketplace all the time. I always find myself looking at more EcoBoosts and GTs.
I think it's the underdog thing. We are underdogs as in our world for business and being who we are. And I think I kind of like the underdog platform where you can kind of.
And not for nothing, but we started on EcoBoost, so like the simplicity of the platform too. Like if we break something, like
we know it.
We know how to fix it right away.
For sure.
Granted, GTs were the same, but it takes longer, more things undo.
Yeah.
Which brings us right to the next one. When are you getting another EcoBoost, Josh? And Zach? And Sanders?
M3 for sale. We'll trade for EcoBoost.
Yo, real talk. I'm so into it. Like we've been looking on and off for months. Like
we're always looking for them.
We found one for like $6,000, no title. We didn't have the money at the time, the capital to make it happen, and then so you're in a situation where now you're like, I already sold my truck. Now you're having to get another vehicle to tow it with. You're gonna have to get a trailer, so it's not just the $6,000 for the car, right, or the money for the parts. I'll tell you what, you want it? Like, get us tens of thousands of subscribers and like make us make dumb videos for dumb money or something, and we'll do the next Cletus thing. Like, we'll go buy cars and build them the way you want us to, and we'll put stupid shit on the outside or whatever.
Send us links to cheap ones too if you see
them.
Like
whatever. If you want to see it, make it happen. We're down to do it. I just don't have the capital to do it. So.
What's next?
And then the last question is from Cam Alexander. Why did his parents get a divorce?
Because you lifted your Jeep SRT 8.
Is that him?
Yes.
Gotta lower those, man.
Damn it, Cam. And he says, it's still going to take out like 80% of your customer base from a dig.
Facts.
Well played, sir.
FL2K, we'll see you
well
there.
Played.
Alright, well, I guess that does it for this Q&A.
Oh, man. Shoot your shot.
Sanders, shoot your shot.
Shoot your shot.
Okay.
Closing statement. Peace out.
Replicate the way it was built on the factory side. So first thing you're going to do, actually when you get it, you're going to have this retaining clip will be on here. You need That's what she said.
Every time I come home, I just want to lay in bed and have him vibrate me, but just nothing happens.
No.
He just 3-pump jump. Ugh.
Did you see that meme that it said 4 pumps equals 1 load? You seen that? It's like, I don't know, talk about like dishwashing detergent or whatever, 4 pumps, 1 load of laundry or whatever. Or,
Edit that out. Oh,
4 pumps equals 1 load. It's funny.
what else we got going on in the Parker Performance Life? FL2K coming up. Let's talk about that. Parker may be racing.
There's no maybe. It's definitely.
No,
We'll see.
we'll see. Remember the video of Parker ripping some donuts about a year ago? Frying some clutches. Hopefully, just clutches.
Oh,
Stay tuned on that. That'll be the video.
10-5 index. Winner. Right there.
I don't know about all that.
10-5 index.
Bro, people enter in that
Guarantee
thing.
he gonna be making PB&J sandwiches for the first few races.
Yo,
It's an automatic. What's
these dudes.
Sleeping on lights have nothing to do with
Yo,
power.
these dudes enter like a 950 car and then 1050
Sandbag it.
yeah, and it's
Yeah.
1050 index and sandbag it.
Their tune is rated for a 10.5.
Right. So I don't
Right,
know
but
all
you
that.
got the hookup with. I mean, your car's gonna be running faster than 10-5.
I don't think so.
We'll see. Not on the stop courses. Even with that pump, I don't think.
Right.
We'll just make it safer.
Yeah, it'll just give you a little bit of headroom. Yeah, I don't think so. We'll see. If it did 10 with a 9, I would be tickled pink. I wouldn't know what to do with myself.
1090?
Yeah.
I think you got a 1090.
So what class are you gonna enter then?
Well, I mean, I'll enter in the 1050 or the 1050 class or whatever, just to be able to get out and get some runs.
I mean, you
Should
should-
I work some magic with your training brakes and stuff?
Yeah.
I still think you should do both.
I think if prep is good and you enter a class, I'm guessing 1070s.
Yeah.
That's what
I mean, you have qualifying
Let's put this
and
on
testing
record.
to him
I'm
before
going-
anyway. So.
I'm going 1070. What are you going?
If we went 1090, so I'd say 1090.
All right, Barry, what you got? What's your RTR running?
What's that?
The setup's on top, my guy.
Tire or what?
No,
Oh,
I'm
the
not
Mickeys.
Mickey's on.
Never run like a 10
You can't pick the same as me.
Yeah, you
Okay,
got
we'll
it.
say 10.8s.
All right.
Ooh, he went in the middle.
And Sanders, what you got?
10-5, I have faith.
10.5. All right.
Yeah, baby.
All right.
Bet. So Uncle Si wants me to put the fuel pump in. She's getting the training now. So we'll be able to dyno the fuel pump in the new training and see what kind of power.
Already got the half shafts.
Oh yeah, it's gotta have. Oh, I don't have a drive shaft though, but
Yeah.
I do have a drive shaft loop. So if it comes apart, UPR
We're
will
a
be saving my
Crimson
feet.
car. Been going 9s with stock drive shaft anyway.
Yeah.
It'll be fine.
Yeah, we got the half shaft. It's an auto, it's a little preload. I've got the cradle lockouts. I got the suspension alignment wheels working.
You're not going straight slicks.
Comment below what you think the RTR is going to run at FL2K. Closest one gets
High five.
a high five and a Parker Performance sticker.
Oh yeah, there you
T-shirts.
Free shirt.
go. Oh.
All right, free shirt.
I've only worn it like about 11 times, but I'll send it to you.
Yes, that exact shirt.
That-
With his, you know, like how superstars and shit, like when they're done with the show, they like have to sweat and they throw it on the crowd.
Yeah.
Oh yeah, and the girls go wild.
Like that's somewhere like Chris Brown or someone like
Yeah.
not working in the garage all day.
Yeah.
I mean,
We'll send you Sanders' shirt signed by him.
that's a fucking nightgown for roller people like
There
that.
we go. Perfect. Ladies love my thing. Alright. Well. That's
Yeah.
what.
Back to work.
But first,